Negotiating in real estate. Hey everyone, Krista Mashore. Today we're going to be talking about why you need to be a master negotiator in real estate if you want to not only survive, but actually thrive. Because here's the deal. You don't want to go up against someone like me. I might tear you to shreds because I've been doing this a long time. I have a lot of experience. So we're going to be talking about just exactly how to negotiate in real estate. Hi, I'm Krista Mashore, and I've been in real estate for 21 years. When I was a full-time real estate agent for 17 years, I sold over 2,300 homes during that time, and mostly in the top 1% of realtors nationwide. So, 2,000 transactions. I think I know something about negotiating, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. Number one, preparation. This means preparation before meeting a seller. Why do they want to sell? Who are they interviewing? Who they're interviewing? What type of programs and offers do they typically use? What is their average commission? Knowing why the seller wants to sell. Do they have a job move? Did somebody die? Are they having a baby? Is it a must sell or a want to sell? Understanding that is absolutely crucial. Have they ever listed in the past? That's also important. What they liked or did not like about their real estate agent. Why they didn't relist with that agent. All of those things you're going to be able to use as ammunition to help you win that listing. Also, understanding and preparing what's the market like? What's the absorption rate? What's the average days on market? What's the list price to sales price? How long is it taking homes to sell? Is it a seller's market and a buyer's market, and why? Why is this important? Because you are going to have to negotiate the price of the home as well as your commission, and you need to understand what the market's doing to be able to educate them properly on what they should list their home for, what they do and don't need to do to the home. Does that make sense? All of that is a part of negotiation, believe it or not. And the more prepared you are, the better that you are going to do. So preparation in advance is number one. Number two, develop rapport. Let's first talk about developing rapport with the homeowner or the home buyer, right? You want to ask questions, really seem like you're interested, which by the way, you should be interested. You want to make them feel comfortable. You want to make them feel at ease. You want to let them know that you understand where they're going through and what an important decision this is. Also, another great way to develop rapport is actually by doing it before you even get there, right? What information and content can you give them prior so that when you get there, you've already kind of won the listing before you even walk through the front door. I call it winning before you arrive. We do this by using a marketing video that we send that has, is 14 minutes long that talks all about our marketing and shows what differentiates us. That actually is a rapport building technique in addition to a closing technique that helps you win the listing before I even get there. Now let's talk about the other agent. Now, this is reciprocal, right? Typically when you're selling or buying a house, there's another party involved, either the listing agent or the buying agent. There's also the lender and about 27,000 other people that you're going to be dealing with. The more rapport that you have, the better you get along, the more you make it a win-win, the kinder you are. Also fighting for your client, you want to do that, but you don't want to do it at the cost of being seen as an a-hole. I will tell you, we actually have a blacklist, which is like, these people are a-holes. These people don't know what the heck they're doing. These people are horrible to work with. And when somebody asks me, what is your opinion about X, Y, and Z? I can say, well, we haven't had the best experience with them in the past. I'm not telling them what to do or not to do, but I'm giving them my honest opinion, right? You don't want to be on the blacklist. You want to be nice to people so they look forward to working with you. Also, if there's multiple offers, if you have had good relationships in the past, if you return phone calls, kept your deadlines, kept your promises, made it more reciprocal when it's a multiple offer situation, because of that rapport you have from past dealings, you're going to be much more likely to actually gain the offer, get that listing, get that buyer under contract. I will tell you, when we have multiple offers and two are exactly the same, I will tell sellers and buyers, I've worked with this agent before. They are amazing. Or I've worked with this agent before. Very, very difficult, very hard. Maybe didn't call back, didn't answer questions, wasn't truthful. I'll say that without disparaging people or without lying, but obviously giving them my honest opinion. So rapport is very important. Some people don't even think about rapport. That's why it's number 2 on the list, because it is very important. Remember, it's reciprocal with the other party, whether it be an agent or the seller or buyer. Boom. Number 3, take charge of the conversation. Lead the conversation. So ask open-ended questions. Try not to just ask yes or no questions. Why? Because you want to get them talking. So a really good question is, can you tell me some of the reasons why you're wanting to sell your house? Why is this important? Because now you're going to know what's important, and you could remind them later on when they get an offer and aren't willing to take it, or when they need to do a price reduction and aren't willing to do the price reduction, or if they're in multiple offer situation and need to increase their price, you can remind them why it is that they wanted to buy or sell in the first place. Make sense? So ask open-ended conversations. This is also going to help you develop rapport, and it's also going to show that you're the authority, which leads me to number 3, which is Take charge. Show that you're in control. Do not be afraid to state your point, even if it doesn't agree with what the seller or buyer is saying. You have to have the confidence to be able to show why you're advising what you're advising, right? Don't just listen to them. A good example of this is when agents list a house that's overpriced. You never ever want to take an overpriced listing for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's going to take too long to sell, especially in a market that is not a seller's market. Never ever overprice the home. People are always going to think their home is worth more. They think it's better than everyone else's, right? Even though it's got the green tile from 1920 and, the wallpaper that nobody likes. They are going to love that bright purple Barney wall, even though it should be painted neutral. Do not be afraid to take charge, because guess what? This person that actually points it out and shows their authority, that's who they're going to end up listing with anyways. And if you take an overpriced listing, they're going to end up going to that person anyways after yours doesn't sell, you done all the marketing for it. Number 4, silence. Tell me more. Why is that? Get them to elaborate, or do not say anything at all. Oftentimes when you're quiet, people will start telling you a lot more information. Just, you want to be asking questions that are going to let them elaborate on what it is they want or what they don't want and why. Also, when you're quiet and not responding so quickly, you can then look at their body language. How are they saying? Do they seem anxious? Are they talking fast? And then you can evaluate based upon what they're doing and you're observing how to respond appropriately. Number 5, innovation and creativity. Here's the deal. Real estate, you have got to be open-minded. You've got to think about other solutions for things. You've got to think about more than just one way to get a deal closed. And sometimes that even might mean negotiating with your commission or actually helping with credits. I've done that before. People say, I never give credits away, never give my money away. Well, sometimes if I have a $30,000 commission on the line and I need to give up $1,000 to make $29,000, I'm going to do it. Now, I'm not saying you do it every time. My point is you need to be open to other ideas, other solutions that just aren't your typical cookie cutter type of things. Open up your mind, be creative. So these 5 tips should definitely help you with negotiation. And here's the best tip of all. Guess the best way to become a good negotiator is having more experience. You've got to start doing more transactions, right? That's the only way to learn, is by start doing more business. So tell me in this video, what are you going to start doing to get more business? And what was your top tip on negotiations? I'm Krista. If you'd like to learn more about real estate and how to be a go-to community marketer, click somewhere on or on this page to sign up for my 3-day virtual Unstoppable Agent event. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.